a lot of people, they told me to be careful, like that there's a lot of crime in the Philippines, you have to be careful. But I've lived here since April, I've never had any problems. But usually Filipinos, they work overseas just because of the money. Like for happiness, the Philippines is the greatest. But it can be kind of hard to earn money sometimes, so you go overseas. But actually, I've seen more crimes in my country, in Sweden, which is a kind of rich country.
What's your name and where you from?
My name is Paul Marco, and I'm from Sweden, born and raised in Stockholm. But my father is French, so I'm a mixed French-Swedish.
So you're multicultural.
Yeah, and I've traveled a lot, and I like to travel more.
For how long have you been in the Philippines?
Since April. But I've been here before as a tourist, but since April I'm staying long term, and I'm actually working here and getting to know people and yeah, living another kind of life.
And how did you know about the Philippines?
I was just traveling as a tourist, like I went to Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore, Philippines, and I really like the Philippines because everyone speaks proper English, everyone is super friendly. The weather is good, maybe not today, but in general it's a good weather.
I mean, I don't know if you guys can hear, it's a rainy day here in Manila, specifically here in BGC. So, I mean, you knew about the Philippines through your travel, right?
Yeah.
And did you encounter any culture shock when you came here for the first time?
What shocked me the most actually is like a lot of people, they told me to be careful, like that there's a lot of crime in the Philippines, you have to be careful. But I've lived here since April, I've never had any problems. And I feel like, of course, there might be some problems, but in general it's very safe. People are friendly, and I feel safe. I've been to a lot of places and I feel safe in the Philippines. I don't know why people warned me like that. Is it something you have heard before?
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, even other tourists that are watching this video, even the Filipinos as well, like, a lot of people, they say, Philippines is not safe.
Yeah.
I have other foreigners as well telling me what you just told me, okay, you're going to the Philippines, you gotta be careful, okay? I mean, it's just like anywhere, whenever you go out of the country, you gotta be careful, right? But I mean, I have been here for 10 years. Fortunately, nothing bad ever happened to me when it comes like me walking at night or any type of crime. Thank God nothing happened to me. And I usually say like Philippines is safe. But the thing is like the type of people like you coming here that can like really like tell us what the media is saying, if the Philippines is safe or not. You get it?
Yeah, I remember in the beginning my mom was always checking on me, like, because she thought this was very dangerous. So she checked on me like every day. But actually I've seen more crimes in my country, in Sweden, which is a kind of rich country, but I don't see stuff here. Yeah.
And you come here for the first time. Okay, you had an idea what the Philippines was all about. Do you think the Philippines have met your perspective?
Yeah, I didn't have that much of an image what to expect, but I'm very happy with what I've experienced. That's why I'm staying here. Like I could be in more or less every country, but I really like it here. And yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You've been here for 10 years.
Yeah,
it's like so there's so much warmth in like every encounter, and yeah, for sure it's a great place to live in.
And I usually ask this to other foreigners that are coming to the Philippines now, right? Other Filipinos are leaving the country because they are looking for other job outside of the Philippines. And then a lot of foreigners are coming to the Philippines. Why is that? Do you have an idea?
But usually Filipinos, they work overseas just because of the money. Like for happiness, the Philippines is the greatest. But it can be kind of hard to earn money sometimes, so you go overseas. But it's possible to earn money here too, but it might be easier in some countries. But for happiness, it's the best country.
Wow. And can you give us an idea what you're doing here in the Philippines?
So I'm exploring, I'm managing my business I have in my country. And I'm also doing modeling because you meet a lot of interesting people with that. It's more of a passion for me. You go to events, you meet interesting people, and yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
So guys, we needed to change the spot because of the rain. That's why it's raining a lot. And brother, I was asking you, you have been here for a while, and how is the modeling industry in the Philippines?
It's very interesting actually. You meet a lot of interesting people, there's a lot of fun events, and yeah, you meet models from all over the world. and people in different fields, and it's very interesting actually.
You are based in Manila. Have you gone to any other island besides Manila?
I've been in Siargao, I've been around Cebu, in Moalboal,
Oh, yeah.
Oslo for the whale shark swimming, and I'm planning to go to Boracay and El Nido. But there's so many nice islands to see. I feel like I have to plan a month trip to go to all of them.
And just to get back here, when you came here, I mean, for the first time, right? You mentioned that your mom, she used to call you like all the time. And do you feel like now that you're here, you have told her about how the Philippines looks like? Do you think one day she can come here to visit you?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But she's a typical mother. She always checks on me, always is concerned. But now she understands it's not dangerous. I don't know. It's easy when you have not been in a place, you get the image of how it is. But when you're actually here, when you actually experience how it actually is, you can see for yourself. And yeah, we've talked about her coming here, my whole family coming here, visiting. Maybe in January, we will see. Yeah.
Do you see yourself settle down in the Philippines?
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. But it depends. But for now, that's the plan. For now, I don't. Because I don't see myself in my country, in Sweden, due to the cold weather, the darkness, and I'm happy here. Like a lot of foreigners, they come here because they are happy.
How about the cost of living? I mean, as a model, does it cover all your costs here in the Philippines? Besides your business, I know you're doing business, but just on the modeling industry.
Like modeling, I don't know, but modeling is more for fun for me. It's more of a passion. So it's fine if I use other money, but you can get around with modeling, but you have to cut down your expenses a bit, I think.
Okay, what about when it comes to the cost of living, like renting, you going out and traveling here in the Philippines? How expensive is traveling in the Philippines?
Compared to Europe, it's very cheap. Because Europe is crazy expensive nowadays. Like one hotel night in Rome, it's like 15k pesos or something, and here you can be at the best hotel for a 5-star hotel for one night for that price. But in Rome it's like 3-star, 4-star hotel. It's the same price. So compared to Europe, it's cheap. But it depends what you work with, of course.
And on the modeling industry, right? I mean, I have seen some people that you have collab with, right? Just to kind of give, I mean, the people that idea that are watching us, and definitely, guys, all his info is going to be on the description below, right? From all the superstars in the Philippines with whom you have collabed already, or any other brand there as well.
Yeah, I met some people that earn very good money, and especially if you do a lot of social media, you can get really good brand deals and earn a lot of money. But it's not super easy. It's a competitive market, and it's a lot of details and a lot of competition. You have to really, as a model, you have to always think about what you're eating, always work out. Yeah, you watch yourself in the mirror sometimes, try to think. It's a lot of work actually. It's not as easy as you think. It's like before you see the models walking on the runway, it's a lot of hours of planning just to get your looks into the best it can be.
Okay. Since April, what do you love the most in the country?
The people for sure. I met so many good friends here, and I have a lot of nice, good experience with my friends here, and I really feel like I actually have good friends that I really trust here, just in a couple of months. That's something.
Okay. And like, I'm pretty sure like everybody that I interview, they mostly like say the people, the country in general, and like I'm looking at something right now. When it comes to the food, because you have mentioned about the food, have you adjusted, I mean, your taste to the Filipino cuisine already or not yet?
I've tried a lot of different dishes. I'm a curious person, so I like to try everything. But since I'm a model, one thing is that it can be a lot of oil in the food when you eat out. So I try to cook a lot myself because it's relaxing for me too. But for sure, I've tried a lot of Filipino food like lechon and adobo and everything.
Okay. And have you ever tried to cook a Filipino dish?
That's I should do that one. But no, I have not yet.
Not yet. And I mean, just before we go, right? I mean, from your own experience, what advice would you give to other foreigners that they wish they would love to come to the Philippines and have the great time as you?
Actually, don't overthink it. Just come here, and if you don't like it, just go home after a few weeks. Worst case, you experience the country a bit. Like, it's personal what country you're the happiest in. For me, it was the Philippines after traveling around. But just travel around, see for yourself, see where you're happy. But also at the same time, it's another thing living long term. It's very different, like when I was here as a tourist or when I'm living here long term now. But I don't know. Give it a chance. It depends on your personality. You have to like the weather, of course. But for sure, it's very easy to become part of society since everyone is so friendly.
Okay. And lastly, what message do you leave to the Filipinos watching us?
I should say thank you because I'm staying in someone else's home. Like, this is a country built by Filipino people, and I can stay here, and I'm happy here. So I have to say thank you, of course.
Guys, thank you so much for watching to the end. All Paul's information is going to be on the description below. Please check him out. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all his info is going to be on the description below. And if you're foreigner coming to the Philippines and you wish to be on this channel as well, please feel free to send me an email and I'm going to get back to you. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and share the video with your friends. I'm gone.